"Come on, Melly, will you wake up already?" someone demanded, an impatient woman with a familiar voice. "Hell's bells, I didn't realize I compelled you to go down that hard. Sometimes I don't know my own strength." Melly had been having the strangest dream. The first part had been awesome. She dreamed she was skiing, whipping along the downhill slope so fast she could hear the wind whistle in her ears. Gods, she loved that rush. Something snagged her left ski, and she lost all control. The world flipped as she tumbled head over heels. Ow, ow, ow. Then, with the sneaky suddenness that dreams could sometimes have, the scene shifted, and she landed in a sprawl in the living room of her small Malibu house. Through the open archway that led to her bedroom, she saw Julian lying in her bed. The tangled sheets had fallen around his hips. She knew from memory every muscled bulge and hollow of his broad, scarred chest. Her heart started to pound as she stared at him. It had been so long since they'd been together, so very long. Could it be possible for skin to feel hungry? Her skin ached for the sensation of his rough, calloused fingers. His white-flecked dark hair tousled, he watched her with wolf-like eyes. "Pick up your damn phone, will you?" he snapped. He was such a killjoy. Furiously, she threw her phone at him, and he blurred to catch it. As she watched, Julian crushed the phone in one hand. "Okay," the director said. Who was directing this film? Squinting, she tried to look past the bright set lights. "We need just one more thing before we call it a wrap. Come on, Melly, give us one of your awesome screams. Wake up and don't hold back, just let her rip." Obligingly, she tried to open her mouth to belt out a good one, but she still had her skiing helmet on with the chin guard strapped tight. Somebody had added a mouthpiece to it, and the whole thing was actually kind of making it hard to breathe. As she struggled to get her hands free so she could tear off the mouthpiece, she discovered that she was wrapped in a straitjacket. That couldn't be right. They had finished the film with the straitjacket years ago. What the hell? Her eyes popped open. Someone was carrying her over his shoulder, fireman style. His body held a small frisson of power that she identified immediately as Vampyre. Her head bobbed upside down. She had pinned her long curly hair into a loose chignon, and it had slipped sideways over one ear. Strong, bouncing beams of light illuminated a rough, stony hallway. Not a hallway, a tunnel. She was gagged, and her wrists and ankles were tied. Panic struck. She erupted into wild struggles.